Okay, there's some big changes that have come about with Cyprus. It used to have one of the best residency by investment programs because you didn't have any tests that you had to take. If you could speak English, you could get by, and they didn't have a Greek test at that time. And then they came out with a Greek test, but only for skilled care or skilled type of employment. But you could get the passport after residing in Cyprus in 3 years on that. But what they've done now is they had a 5-year residency period. You could apply for the passport. You'd have to be there the whole time. And again, you didn't have a language test. But now what they've done is they brought in a Greek test requirement. And now it's not 5 years; it's 8 years before you can apply for the passport under this new type program. And if you can speak Greece or Greek, if you can do that, then go for it. But if you can't, I wouldn't go for it. I think a lot of people miss getting a passport mainly because they can't speak the language. This is what throws a lot of people off. And something weird too is a lot of these people, this is a problem you have with residency by investment programs, is some of these people went and they applied for the residency program in Cyprus. And they might have had the program for 4 years. And now they're coming up trying to apply for the passport after 5 years is out. But now these people thought they didn't have if they speak English, they would be fine. But now they've come out with this Greek requirement for a Greek test requirement. And these people they're not going to get grandfathered from this. They're going to have to learn Greek or they won't get the passport. This is the problem you have with residency by investment programs. Things can come in, can mess up the citizenship down the road, and you're not guaranteed to get that passport. That's the thing. You can apply after that time period, but if they come out with new requirements like having to take some sort of language test, then that really messes you up. But this is what they've done here, and so they've got a non-dom system as far as taxes go, where you're taxed only on a remittance basis when you bring assets in. And you can do this, on these non-dom programs, at least in Cyprus and also in Ireland. If you can get a bank that will set up the bank account before you become a resident, and most banks in Europe now they will not let you set up a bank account unless you have residency in that country. Now, some do, but more and more in the EU are making it where it's very, very difficult to do that unless you're resident there. And but if you can get that set up and you're willing to go for this, then they won't count the money that you've already got set up in that bank account if you get it set up before you get the residency in that country. Now, Cyprus has got a lot of visa-free countries you can go to. The non-dom system, it's set up for a 17-year period, but you can get the passport before that time period's out and then leave before that 17-year non-dom period ends, where you're lowering your taxes, because after that time period, they'll tax you on your worldwide income. Now, one thing I have mentioned to people is you might see this happen with Cyprus. It might even happen with Ireland down the road, although I think it's less likely to happen with Ireland. But a lot of these EU countries that have high taxes now, I think you're going to see them come out with a program that France is considering right now, where they're going to tax you based on citizenship, not based on residency, living there on your worldwide income. If they do that, and France is talking about doing it right now, and I got a feeling they're going to pass it, and their program is worse than the U.S.'s on the citizenship taxation type program, because at least the U.S. has what's called a foreign overseas exclusion, where they don't tax you up to, for 2025, it's $130,000 for husband, $130,000 for wife, which is $260,000 that you can make totally tax-free with that foreign overseas exclusion. But with France, they're not doing that. They're going to, if you're living a pure tax haven like the Cayman Islands or St. Kitts that doesn't have an income tax, they want to hit you for $1. If you're not taxed on it in those pure tax havens, then France is, well, the way it's written right now, unless they make a change on it, they're going to try to tax you on $1. Now, but back on this thing with Cyprus, they do have a non-dom system. On my evaluation on that, I'm going to tell you, I would not do it. The reason I would do it before, I actually considered doing it, but I would not do it now because I don't want to learn be fluent, or at least partially fluent in Greek. So there are other options. I think right now I would pick Ireland over Cyprus because it's an English-speaking country. They don't even have an English test. Forget just an English test in itself. You can just go in there and speak the English language, and you're fine unless Ireland changes that and then starts to come out with a English test. But I mean, even if you have that, then you can speak English anyway, so it wouldn't be a problem with that. But right now, Ireland does not even have a language requirement for English in taking a test there. But that could change. But one thing about Ireland is the non-dom system there is perpetual. It's not 17 years like in Cyprus. It just continues. Now, they could stop that anytime. I mean, that's what's happened with the UK. The UK has whittled theirs down to 4 years, which is basically they're going to disseminate that whole program there as far as the non-dom in the UK. But if you want to participate in this, remember it's been moved up for the Cyprus program to 8 years, and you would have to pass a Greek test. This is the problem with it. Also, folks, if you can do us a big favor, we don't monetize this channel. It would help us greatly if you like our videos. Give us a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here. You get new videos as they come out, and pass the videos around to your friends. This will help in the algorithm of our channel, and we can get more videos out to people and spread the word on this. And if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.